They need to make movies shorter.
Not that.
I agree.
Oh.
Because you know what I love as well? I love a nasty theater nap.
Me, that's why I can't go because I fall asleep.
Ooh, when the cinema gets dark.
The shoes come off and the nap happens.
And then you got the recline chair and those movies. Look, please, like I slept through a lot of movies. A lot of movies that everyone would be mad at me if I slept through, but I have had a nasty nap during like big movies.
Welcome to Culture Shock, the nonsensical podcast, because we're in a studio and air conditioning in a studio is great, especially on an LA hot day like today. Very moist in certain areas, but you can't tell that on camera. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Today we have a singer who I've adored for many, many years. We have a new album coming out. We have the color yellow sponsoring this podcast today. Please welcome MNEK. Yes,
Hi everyone. Hi, Andy.
How many times do people get your name wrong?
You want to know something? It's happening less and less as the years go by, as the hits come in. But hey, I feel like anyone who gets it wrong at this point, they're the laughing stock.
That's on them.
I agree.
That's on them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we start any podcast, we obviously like to make sure we pray to the podcast gods, the dance gods, whoever it may be. Could you please lead me in a lovely podcast prayer? Hold out your hands. Lead me.
Right.
Say the religious things you need to give.
All right. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere.
Oh, eyes are open. Got it.
Yeah, well, you got to give eye contact for this.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and stream Bulldozer September 18th when it comes out. You can also purchase vinyl when it drops. Amen.
Amen. Ooh, just like that.
Amen.
Just like that. Oh, I forgot. We have another girl in the corner here. How rude of me not to introduce her. You may have seen her comedic videos online, her advice, her reads. She is that girl. Please welcome Dean Lim.
Hi, you're gonna put me in the corner? Anyway.
An iconic corner, nothing but the best for you, you know? So, how are you today, my girl?
I'm good. I'm always in a tank top. I was gonna come like nicer, like, more fashion, but I'm like, girl, that's not me. Sorry.
You're not fashion?
Love you.
Well, I love a gay in uniform. A white tank top. Why not?
Always.
This is my uniform.
I mean, y'all look amazing, okay, first of all. I wish I had that.
So my little tank top, my tits out, I've got a skirt on. This is the uniform for this project.
Okay, work.
So I said I wanted to do that for the year today.
Okay, and I'm blessed because of it. Well, the rules of this podcast are very simple. We want to make sure everyone knows the rules of the road because they are important for those who don't drive also, as I've heard.
My business on Front Street like that. But yes, I don't drive.
Yeah, that's fine. So anytime Dean wants to chime in, he may actively do so. Mm-hmm. So if Dean wants to chime in and crack on with our convo, he may. If you don't want to hear from Dean or you don't want to answer a question from either of us girls,
Do I press this?
you can hit that button. Could you please hit the button for me to demonstrate?
May I? Okay,
yes, if I was just, tell me how long you bleach your hair for in activities and hit the button. Exactly. Dean, you got it?
I gotta. I feel like I'm. It feels like high school. I'm like in the corner. Like you can only like interject if you want to, or like if Dean wants to say something.
I feel like I'll really appreciate your input.
I mean,
something in me feels like I will, but I'll do this for laughs.
We're getting started. Once I get a little bit, once y'all speak a little bit, I'll start.
What a time! What a time! Well, let's begin.
Okay.
So, you were uploading songs to MySpace when you were a teen.
I was.
TBT. Guide me through that phase of your life.
That phase of my life was, I was really young. Like I just loved music. I just didn't know what it was that was necessary to get to a certain point. I mean, I grew up watching things like X Factor, American Idol, like shit like that. That was the way that everyone said, oh, if you can sing, go on American Idol. It was only through the internet that I learned about, oh, you can produce your own records. I was writing my own songs in school and stuff, but it was just different to uploading it onto like online and getting people's opinions on it. And I was super young, but I was in that, there was a lot of people coming out via MySpace at that time. And it was through just uploading those songs that it was like cool people in the industry saw me. They were like, you're really young. There's something about you. There's something to develop. And I was developing for a few years until I actually was getting songs that I'd written come out and, you know, be hits or, you know, whatever. I've been in it for a while, but you know, it's cool. Like I'm still young. I'm still effervescent. Still have verve and drive. So we're here now.
What was your MySpace song? Did you have a song? Do you remember anything you put on MySpace?
I guess it's different when it's a MySpace music account. Because like if it was a MySpace personal account, then I would have like, you know, maybe something from Emancipation of Mimi or what could it have been? That would have been like 2009, right? Maybe like something by Sierra or the Sasha Fierce album at that time. But I was putting my own music as my music on MySpace. So I made the beat, I wrote the song, I recorded the vocal. That was my MySpace song.
Work with it. Work with it. Watch your arm, because you're getting in my shot is the only thing. But you're doing great. You're doing great.
So I'm going to show off all my work that I've been at the gym doing.
I love it. Got you there. At just 17, you were working with a lot of artists like out the gate because you were picked up through MySpace. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got discovered via there.
What was that like having someone reach out to you in that day? It was a different time of the internet because you were starting to work with the Saturdays, the Wanted, like as a teenager.
So that was via Xenomania. That was a production group that produced a lot of pop music for like UK girl groups in the 2000s.
So your best life.
I mean, truthfully, it was like that is being gay. Growing up in the 2000s is seeing the girl groups like Girls Aloud, the Saturdays, Sugar Babes, you know, and I had the luxury of getting to have my first cut with the Saturdays at the time, and that was via Xenomania, and there was a song called All Fired Up, and yeah, that's just how I started, and I'd just come out of like high school at that point, so it was just, that was my first foray into like doing this professionally and starting what is happening now where I'm, you know, I make music for a living.
Did you expect to be, at the time, producer, artist, the whole combo, when you were just like putting out your tracks on MySpace to then working with other artists? Like what was the vision at that time?
That was definitely the vision.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I grew up watching all like the documentaries on all of my favorite like writer, producers and stuff, like Dark Child and Jam & Lewis and Jermaine Dupri and Max Martin, and you know, you see what it is, and Timbaland, and you see how they go from so you see how they go from all these different things, like where they are singing on the record at one point, they're writing on a song at one point, they're producing it, they're the face of whatever, but their whole thing is just music, right? And I think my thing is just music. I just want to make music. And so that was just my channel of doing it at that point in time. I think I didn't understand it when I was younger because I think people because the hierarchy of this stuff, like they put the artist ahead.
Raise that hand, yes.
I'm in your shot.
I love being stepped on.
Like they put the hierarchy of the artist above the writers and producers, the people who actually are creating the records. But it's we all play an integral part of the song, you know. So, and the fact I'm able to do all of it is a blessing, and also just like that's just how I've been able to create. That's how I do it best. Just being a part of the whole thing. Just being a one-trick wonder. One trick? No, like one trick in every department. Do it again. I was looking actually for something different. I was looking for the phrase Swiss Army knife, but I don't know why that came in my head. Anyway, pass on me. Skip me. You should have told me about this so early on, because I'm like, this is even the appropriate time to press it. But I'm having a great time. No one presses it whenever you want. Yeah, Dean, save me. Say something.
Say something. Say what? Tricks up. I feel like
Valentina. I don't know.
I feel like you could do anything though. Like you were in the time of like when Keke Palmer was on MySpace. Everyone was on MySpace.
Deep. It was a time. Everyone was.
I wasn't allowed to be on MySpace because How to Catch a Predator was a thing. And so my parents were like, Your friend Sam has Facebook. You can have Facebook.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Of course, that was a tricky time. I feel like everyone was just getting hip to what the internet had just become. Like it was just getting more and more intense around that time. Like around that time was when Twitter, known as X now, had just come out. You know what I mean? Like I uploaded my stuff on MySpace around the time I just started an X account, and I was like, 13, 14.
I wish I could hit this button when you say X. Like, anyway, continue.
Girl, I don't think Twitter is Twitter anymore.
No.
It definitely isn't.
That is a porn site. It is.
So, transitioning.
Yes.
What was it like producing music with a full-fledged group of adults being in your teens? Like, did you feel like a power dynamic? Did you feel like why am I in this room? Like, working as a young adult, you're like constantly told sometimes ageism, sometimes other things. But what was it like for you?
I think that's a really good question because I think I see it differently now because, I'm 31 and I am now, from working as someone who is the youngest in the room a lot of the time, I'm now working as someone who's one of the older people in the room.
Really?
And yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like with, say, the Flow Girls, for instance. Like,
Love them.
They're very talented young women. I was working with them since I was 17, and I was very much in the depths of my 20s when I was working with them. So it's kind of like, it's different. Like you see what it is from both sides. How, sometimes when you're older, someone can feel like maybe mentored or protected, or maybe like their voice isn't being heard. In my case, I was often around older people, but I was blessed because, first of all, unfortunately, like the way that it goes with gender dynamics and being a young boy in the industry is very different to being a young girl in the industry. Mm-hmm. And I think I had a different respect given to me because I was very much like, okay, I'm producing, I'm writing. I was very like clear with what I gave to the process. So I think it was more people in their egos trying to be like, oh, you're younger, you're taller. But generally, I just got on with the shit. Like this is all I've ever supposed to do. I only ever wanted to make music. So
You were like, yes, and what about it? I am taller.
and now what?
And now your defense is?
Right.
Right.
Where do we go from here?
And then the short kings are like, I'm short and I'm knowledgeable.
What of it? And potentially...
Dean, help me.
Potential, girl. I don't know. I feel like in those rooms you have to, like, you learn. But like, it's people projecting. That's what I think about everything. Whenever someone's telling me something, I'm like, you're projecting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, why be so negative? Like, why not focus on your strengths? And I think people can... The music industry or any creative industry is just filled with a lot of ego. And I think there were a few people who felt a bit intimidated.
By the next young person trying to take their seat?
Maybe, you know what I mean? Or just like my perspective on things, or just how easy it was for me to get around certain things as far as making music. It's just, for me, it's just such an instinctive thing. Like just to like sing or to write or to just like come up with some shit in my head. Like that's like my first language for real, before even like English or just like speaking words. So, but then some people are intimidated by that sometimes. And I've experienced that as a younger person, as an older person as well. So power knows no age.
No, it does not. It does not know which, anyway.
She don't know.
She don't know.
She don't know.
Those early days in late 20s, you had gone on, we're obviously cycling through your discography, working with other artists. You had your roster of people you've collaborated with is too deep. It's like a CVS receipt, like, where it's vertical blind size. It's up there. I mean, I'm just going to look through a few here.
Uh-oh.
By your late teens and early 20s, you already work with Gorgon City, Oliver Heldens, AME, Madonna, Kylie Minogue. Like, how does that happen? And what was that like for you being asked to work on project after project after project?
I think it was a mix of a lot of things. I think it was kind of a lot of it was, especially with these people, was kind of them hearing stuff that I was doing anyway. You know, or
Heard it through the grapevine.
Heard it through the grapevine, or you know, it wasn't like I was sat there being like, and now we're going to pitch. I'm very thankful that it wasn't a lot of pitching. That it was very much like, oh, they happen to like this piece of music I started, and they wanted to develop on it or something. The trade-off is, however, like I guess the thing about having songs of these bigger artists sometimes is that you never really know where they're going to take your idea or what their perspective on your perspective is, you know? So it's like, there's a bunch of things that I would do if I had a different level of control on certain records, right? But it was so much about, okay, they heard something, they're going to go to town with it. I prefer creating with the artist and like starting something from scratch and really being like, okay, cool, this is the world we're building it within these 3 or 4 minutes, like, but on the other hand, working with such great names and people that I've looked up to my entire life and made me want to make music, you know what I mean? It puts me in rooms that I could only ever dream of and puts me in a place where people see me and they're like, oh, you're really important.
You're actually really good at this.
You're really good at this. Oh, like you're so talented. And it's like, yeah. I think that is just, you need
That's
attachment.
why you asked me to be here.
But sometimes you need attachment to like people who understand.
Did you ever have a hard time advocating for yourself, whether it be working in the beginning, writing, producing for other artists, about how much you should be compensated?
I actually feel like I've been extremely generous.
Giving back to charity.
Well, I mean, philanthropic is a different conversation as far as like, you know, the songwriting or the royalties thing. I think it's more, there's definitely been records where I've done a lot on them and have decided out of maybe not wanting to cause drama or have enemies or, you know, anything like that. But like that has maybe led me to be like, you know what? I just take the 20%. Fine. Even if I did 50.
Oh.
Even if I did 100. But I'll take 20.
You're like, are you a peacekeeper?
In my heart of hearts, I'm a peace. I like peace. Like I don't want drama. Like I want everyone to be happy. I don't need it. But then I also understand that sometimes destruction or chaos is necessary to get to the other side.
You're giving me Libra. But
I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're Scorpio though. I was like, I'm a Libra, and I was like, we're a little close, but same different.
I mean, look, my new album is called Bulldozer. And so much of that is about crashing through and not having any type of apology for standing in your size or standing in who you are. And it's definitely something that I feel that people can project onto you or you can embody. And so for me, the album is embodying that energy. You know, it's like I feel like there's been enough times where I wanted to shrink or wanted to make sure that I could be a part of something and fit in. But this project is all about me. And so I have to bulldoze with it.
And you have to make space for what you need.
Oh.
Clear out the floors.
Everyone else needs to make space.
That's true. That's true.
I've already made space for them.
Okay. Focusing on looking at a lot of your own discography, not only did you start working with artists, but you started to work on your own vocal sound.
Yes.
What was it like transitioning to producing? Because you started to lend your vocals to other artists on other tracks. Was that daunting for you? Was a lot of pressure being like, I'm now marketing myself, writing for myself?
I always wanted to do it. I think that I maybe had a bratty attitude towards it when I was younger because I was just like, oh, I just want to write these songs. And then really the ticket would be me as a pop star. And it's like,
I see it.
No, I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it as like a fan of people like Neo. Like when I see Neo, the way his story was, oh, he wrote Let Me Love You and then he became like a massive pop star and all his own solo records happened. Like that was like something I saw and I was like, I'd like something like that. But it wasn't, everyone's story is different. Mine has been different. And I think when it came to making my own records, it was so much about okay, what can I do that is different to whatever I've done on everyone else's stuff, and what is quintessentially like what I bring to the table. So much of my career is about my name attached to this person. Oh, I make this person sound good, or oh, we work well together. But then I feel more inclined to do like the production myself for my solo stuff. I feel more inclined to do all the singing or sing in a certain different way or go for melodies that I wouldn't go for with whoever. So
Adjust that bag, yes.
I'm adjusting the bag, darling. Adjusting the bag, darling. Yeah, so it's like I think it's a different approach. I don't feel it's daunting. It's actually really exciting because you get to have your own thoughts in concentrate. You know what I mean? It's just yours. It's not really considering anyone if you don't want it to.
Dean, anything? I'm tapping you in now.
I mean, well, because I know your first album came out in 2018.
Yes.
Right? It's giving Cardi B, first of all, because, she was like, no, because she was like, she took a couple years, but then this new album was like amazing. But why was it like there's such a big gap? Like, other than working with, other artists and creators and
Yeah,
stuff.
what led you as your path to say, like, I'm ready to put out my first EP?
Well, the first EP thing came when I put my first EP, like before Language in 2018, like that was the label. I was making an album and the label was just said, no, you're not. You're putting out an EP now. I was like, shit, all right, fine.
Okay, didn't know that.
We'll condense this to 6 songs and pay it. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. And then when it came time for Language, my first album, that was more of like a thing of, I told the label, look, I can't, like, I need to just do this album by myself. I don't need whatever fucking crony you got here telling me to like do this or do that. Like, he can't be around.
And were they receptive to it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they were great. Like, I did the album. I loved the album. I think I was a bit forlorn about how it did, like commercially, and also just my management situation at the time just felt a bit like brutal, to be honest. So I think it put me off making my own solo music for a long time. I think just seeing the public reception or lack of reception just put me off, or I just lost a bit of confidence. Mm-hmm. And I still wanted to make bodies of work. And so I think for me, it was being able to do it via the artists I was working with. So exec producing was just a way of like, I could give just as much attention as I do to a solo record but to someone else. So be like Flo, that I exec produced their first album, and I, worked a lot on Mabel's album, worked a lot on Little Mix's Confetti album.
We know. We have, it's in the notes.
Fine.
But hype yourself up, keep going.
Flo, and I did Midnight Sun for Zara, and that was, all projects that I was heavily involved in the 8 years that I wasn't doing my own thing. And I featured on a couple dance records too, so I was still able to sing. I was still able to sing.
We'll get to him.
But
don't worry.
I think it's different. It's a different endeavor when you're ready to do your own material, or come from your own perspective. I was a bit scared that no one cared.
I want to give you like a big hug, like across the table.
Sometimes
you're like, bring it.
I think sometimes it just gets like that. Like when you are praised for what you bring to other people's stories, I think that it's easy to feel like, cool, that's what people want from me. They don't want whatever else it is. But actually, it's really that the artist thing requires a different level of work and attention and focus than me as a writer producer. And this is just me wanting to apply it again.
So you've also been very open about your experience in the music industry, being openly gay and Black. How did the industry treat you as an openly gay person, being a person of color, just starting out either the producing side or as an artist?
I think it's just a rare thing. It's just a rare thing to be out and Black and gay and be behind the boards and also a pop star and all them things. It shouldn't be.
No.
It really shouldn't be. There's enough people who... I think I'm very talented, but I don't think I'm the only talented person. I don't think I'm the only talented Black, gay, British person in the world.
No.
There's enough of us. I just think that I didn't see it such a big deal to talk about it and do all that stuff. And I think I'm thankful for who it's resonated with after the fact. You know, I go out to the club and you bump into people and, you know, I could be anywhere in the world and someone coming to me and be like, yeah, thank you for just being you, like for being like Black and queer and gay and making music and like give me like some type of visual to understand that that's possible. Like that means a lot. That means way more than anything else.
Any check, any bag. Yeah, like
I'll take the check.
Take the check.
Oh, I'll take the bag. I'll take the bag. But you know what I mean? Like I feel like the currency of real human people feeling like you've done something is immeasurable.
Yeah, we got the diversity card in this whole room.
Not the diversity card. Girl.
I mean, not to be that girl, but like same Z's but different font.
Yeah.
For my end, it's like, oh, we don't see an Indian gay guy doing interviews who dresses his home and does podcast. I'm like, yeah, everyone comes in different sizes and fonts. My font's just a little more limited.
Yeah, it's limited, but it's worthy. You know what I mean? So it's like, and it gives someone else who hasn't seen that a chance to be like, oh, okay, I can identify with this. Oh, I get this. Even if I don't want to be exactly this, I know that that's possible. And
I know that's
like,
a route.
Okay, like that's, and it's not all I do it for. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of self-grandizing or something. But it's nice to know you can leave a positive impact in the world, wherever you are in the world.
Okay, transitioning. I'm like, breathe in, breathe out. Keep it going before I start getting emotional. By the time you released your first EP, I got introduced to you with Ready for Your Love with Morgan City, like I've heard this voice before. And I was like, oh, okay, I know her. Did that open a lot of doors for you with that song performing as it did?
Basically, yeah, with Ready for Your Love, it was one of them ones where I had featured on a few records beforehand with Rudimental. And I think those records were like my first forays into dance music,
And you're doing skatingly well at it.
Well, now we got a dance album, so it's like, you know, we've progressed. But, you know, in this case, I was 17. I loved dance music in my own accord. Like I had my own relationship with it in that I loved the Mariah David Morales remixes. And I grew up in the UK where dance music is like pop music. So I was able to have an appreciation of it. But I think it's different when you're doing it in like a subculture like deep house.
Love house, that's my jam.
Love house, but then deep house is like this crazy thing because it's like, it was like the early 2010s and it was just like all these white boys who were just like, oh, we love house music. But, you know,
Still
it's
is
like,
that way sometimes.
boots, you know what I mean? But it's like, we love everybody. But you know, the Gorgon City guys, when I met them, it was through like the Rudimental realm. And we wrote the song, and when I was writing it, I knew that it was about me coming out. Like that song lyrically was absolutely about me being ready to be myself and actually be open to love and be open to whatever comes my way. As I was 18 when I wrote it, so I was like,
I have no talent at 18. I'm anyway.
I feel like it was honest words in a way, and I think when I sing it now, I have a different appreciation for it. And you know, people come up to me and they say, you know, we love that song and we love how you sound in it, and I appreciate it. But I guess it's like it was the start of a lot of things. It was the start of me being able to be seen as like, oh, you sing that, you sing that type of sound, or you sound great on that. So very nice, very validating.
Anything else?
No.
Dean? Anything from Dean?
No, girl, that was eloquent. I was listening. Yeah.
Dean just patiently like, I won't just chime in. I'll wait to be called upon.
No, I will, but when the time is right.
The amount of songs you produce, vocally been a part of, like Haley Steinfeld, like you have Never Forget You with Zara. These all are like monumental in my catalog of bops on bops, and like obviously seeing Zara where she is now.
Yes.
You two had this amazing track And people kept rediscovering, like, that's that person, that's that person. And now Zara is obviously with Midnight Sun, which you also worked with. What's it like to watch the Zara train just take off finally? I feel like people have been like, oh, I know her formally.
It's really cool. It's like really cool to see her progress and to be alongside her with it as far as like helping her make this music, and also to see that her instincts are working. Like, it was absolutely her instinct for me to be a part of the Midnight Sun album. Like, I've worked with her over the years. I mean, Never Forget You's one song that did well globally, but, you know, I've continued to work with her over the years. We did Ain't My Fault. We did Can't Tame Her. You know, we've even written for K-pop artists. I've always worked with Zara for the past like 10 years, but not to this extent where like every song we've written together. So Midnight Sun, everyone really enjoying it and adhering to it, especially over like a prolonged period. It's a different level of success, because when Never Forget You happened, it was very instant. It was very much like, okay, duh, cool, this is happening. Now, we knew it was a hit, and when it became a hit, it was like, yeah, period. But in this case, it's like we've literally gone from releasing Midnight Sun a year ago to now. Like, there were points where we were like, oh, people may not fuck with this, you know what I mean? But it eventually more and more have, and like that's a stable hit is almost better than an instant wham bam thank you ma'am. And did that. We did the Stateside remix as well. I co-wrote her verse, and those are just things that can only happen. Both those songs, Midnight Sun and Stateside, could only happen if I knew Zara, if I could understand her. You know what I mean? I don't think that could have happened if it was just like a generic, like run-of-the-mill pop songwriter. I mean, I've known Zara for 11 years now, so we're good friends.
What was Zara Larsson like when you first met her? Like, what was your relationship with the two of you?
She was 17, face full of braces. She came to the studio with her mom, and it was somewhere in West Hollywood, some dingy studio, and that's where we met, and we wrote Never Forget You that day. And she's always been just like full of life and full of just like a fierce energy about her. I feel like Swedish women don't play.
They don't play.
Like they're not.
They don't.
They're not these daffodils that maybe people think they are. They're actually very like strong, independent, strong-willed.
They know what they want.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I guess like with that, working with her around that time was fun because she'd never written before, and so we were just like writing together, and a lot of the stuff we did together, we wrote together. And so then there was that lapse between the first album and where we are now, which was kind of just her, as every pop girl does, working with a bunch of people, doing the dating process, seeing what works. It's not like we never worked in that period. It was just that maybe the records we did at that point weren't the lane she was going for.
Got it.
And now it just makes sense because it's so important to work with people you can trust and that you like. And me and Zara, like, we are really fond of each other as far as like people go, and like, you know, we've shared so many like success stories and things that only we can understand. I mean, there was a point where we were icy towards each other because of us wanting to both be on Never Forget You. Oh. And because originally it was her song, and then it became my song because I recorded a solo version, and then she was like, no, I want the song. And then both of our labels were like, you should just make it a duet.
You're like, fight it out together.
Yeah, literally. The boy is mine. The song is mine. And it worked out. And I love singing with her as well. That also helps.
Boots.
Sagittarius.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm the same age as her. That's why I know.
Oh, yeah. No, she's such a Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius women. They're one of a kind.
Well, we have to talk about other notorious women that you've worked with.
Okay.
Hold up.
Yes.
What, how, where, Beyonce, did that happen?
I went to her house.
Okay.
Her house.
Cards are down. I'm locked in.
Oh. I went to her house. This was 10 years ago. So I had a meeting with my publisher, John Platt, and he heard my music and was just like, okay, I think you could really write something lit for Beyonce. And I was like, yeah, right, I'm gonna see about that. He escorted me to Beyonce's home and I said, oh, you weren't lying. I said, damn, okay, I'm here. And I see Jay-Z on the sofa. He's risen from his nap. He goes, hi, sorry, I'm Jay. I go,
we know.
duh, like, what the fuck? And then I mosey on down to the studio, her people around her, in home. Judas is there. Like, and she arrives in a white t-shirt and jeans. She goes, hi, I'm Beyonce. She's so funny. Like,
she's so funny. What you mean?
Hi, I'm Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like,
so humble.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell? Like, you never need to introduce yourself. You're the one and only Beyonce.
So, did you sit down and you're like, let's go to business?
I sat down with her. I played her some music and she really liked it. And then she just played me Hold Up without verses. And I took it home and I worked on the version and she pieced together things from what I did to make it what you hear now. And I wrote the bridge of the song. So
I've heard you are an expert at bridges. Every person I have chatted with as an artist, they're like, Uzo is amazing at bridges.
I enjoy a bridge. You know what I mean? I do. I think it's fun to have. Some songs don't call for it. Let's pay it. Midnight Sun don't have no bridge.
What?
So
what gay boy fantasy did that fulfill being on a part of that song? Like, I have the cards back in my hand. I'm still dialed in.
I grew up with Destiny's Child. And Beyonce, and I was a massive fan of both of them. Like, there's no denying that. So it is really amazing. I never take for granted the fact that I've been able to, like, be in the room, sit, ideate, even, like, go back and forth, like, with people that I've grown up, like, really admiring. Like, there was, like, one moment I'll never forget is working with Christina Aguilera.
Just name drop.
Yeah.
Humble.
But, like, we had a song together that me and Julia Michaels had written, and called Deserve. That was on her Liberation album. And I'd been working on it, and I was just like, it needs a few more vocal bits. And so I literally reached out and I said, hey, can we record some bits? And she was like, yeah, sure. And I went to her home and I was going back and forth with her and being like, hey, can you sing this? And little me was sat there being like, wow, this is so gaggy. I was listening to you do what you do. So what am I doing telling you what to do? This is hilarious. So moments like that I do, I'm like, yeah, this is really cool.
You have not taken a sip of that water. You said leave her aside. You said, I'm finished. Can I get another?
You didn't see.
I was like, she is just spitting facts in here left and right.
I'm glugging away. I need a refill.
Gaggy. Like, you have been responsible for so many songs on playlists, on festival lineups. I'm gonna go through some others.
Okay, please, go for it.
One of my favorite songs is Head and Heart.
Okay.
Love Island, Boots.
Like Love Island playlist, like 2020 quintessential.
Like I hear that and I'm like, in the villa. We just start.
Yeah.
And I was like, good for her.
It's one of them songs.
Does it make you think of Love Island now?
I think that genre of like house music has definitely become synonymous with like summertime, like very idealistic, what have you. And Love Island is that snapshot of that life. Like, so I guess.
And not only
I still love the song.
You also did Where Did You Go with My Girl Jax Jones?
Yes.
Don't mess with me. You have partnerships with Becky Hill, Shift Key. You worked on Damn with Galantis and David Guetta. Like, you just know what to do. And I just need to always know what's happening next because I'm like, it's in my rotation, in my DJ set. Here I am. How do you do what you do?
I don't know.
Right.
I think like someone could ask you how you do what you do, but there's so many beats of this that are so instinctive to you. Like I was even seeing you like, I was seeing Andy set up earlier and like, knowing, okay, what goes where? Like, how do I position this? No, I don't like it like this. Like, that's just something.
She's not that girl.
Listen, not everyone has the instinct. And for me, like music is such an intuitive thing. Like, I could learn a few things. I have learned a few things. But I think the desire and like the love for it is deep, you know? So
You know what makes a hit. You know what hits the dance floor.
I think
you know
everyone else does. I think everyone else knows what makes a hit. I just make the song.
I just think yours is different.
I
Anyway.
think I know a song when it's catchy. I know when it feels really good. I think after the fact, you know, a lot of hits I've been a part of have been on someone else's dime.
Oh.
And so I'm just like, cool, you guys know all the maneuvering and like haberdashery that comes with like what makes a hit. Do that. I'm gonna make the song.
Work. We're fast forwarding to the new album.
Yay.
Because I think we talked enough about the history. I know the history. I think the girl in the corner knows the history.
Girl,
Yes.
you dropping the SEO. Like, I'm like,
Yes.
all these
I'm in
names.
your shot once again.
I kind of love it, though. I kind of love a nice firm arm in my shot. Bulldozer.
Yes.
What's different this time? You've released EPs, you've released albums. What said this is the time for another album?
I think this album is, just like new territory for me, but then also not in that I've been a part of dance music for a long time as far as the stuff I've done for other people, but my last album wasn't a dance record. It was more just like a smorgasbord of all these things I really wanted to try as far as my first album goes. Whereas this one feels very focused in on style and intent, and there's a chance for me to talk about things other than relationships or love or, you know, just generic pop stuff. I wanted to talk about body image. I wanted to talk about gender expression. I wanted to talk about mental health. I wanted to have a space to make songs that only I could make, you know, in this genre. Like, the dance records I've been a part of have been very much everyone else's songs. It tells their stories, like, oh, I've been through that, oh, I feel that. I think there's a level of that with this, but I think it's appealing to maybe more complicated type of people or more just different types.
Different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes, different folks. And that Bulldozer is very much that.
Yellow.
Yeah.
The yellow makes sense for Bulldozer now.
You
Got
feel
it.
me? Like construction hat, like, oh, I enter a room. Oh, it's the nigga with the yellow hair. Like, that's like.
And
cool.
you said it.
I'm with it.
So you're going to have a work from home music video dropping soon.
Well,
Okay.
no, that's the thing.
Speaking of music videos, we'll just say no.
But the truth is, the Bulldozer thing is, I'm the Bulldozer. So there can't be no imagery of me. Listen, don't shoot me. Maybe there will be, but like, if there's imagery of me in a bulldozer, we have to remember that I am the Bulldozer. Everyone should be their own Bulldozer.
Put it on a shirt.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. We need to talk about the reverse music video.
Yes.
How did you do that? How did you back it up like that? Like that parking garage has been graced.
Yes.
What was it like filming that video?
It was really fun to shoot a video again. It'd been a while, and Douglas Redden directed it, and Kim Jarrett is my creative director. So we've just been able to ideate on everything we're doing for this album together. And I really wanted there to be just a level of transformation in the video, and also just a chance for me to look fierce and look like, okay, cool.
And you
like,
stepped on a few necks.
be a bad bitch in charge. I mean, I feel really excited to be releasing again, because I just released another video. I did my new single, Oh No, The Boys, and I shot the video in New York at a Thai tea party, and I threw a ball called the Bulldozer Ball, and I filmed that as well. So, you know, like there's... I'm excited about building like with this, because I think in the past I haven't built.
Building with a bulldozer. You mean like knocking it down with a bulldozer?
Building?
Yeah.
Well, when I say building, it's a funny thing, because it's knocking down in one hand to then rebuild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's knocking down everything I've been perceived as in the past to rebuild something new.
This single, Oh No, All the Boys,
Yes.
it's very 90s nostalgic.
Definitely.
Was that what you were going for?
Yeah, for sure.
Because like I hear almost rhythm of the night backbeats a little bit. Where were you going with your inspiration to say like, I'm gonna go with this?
I was thinking more like Black Box, Everybody.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I was thinking more Living Joy, you know, Dreamer. Like those were kind of like the big house bangers. And I think even with that song, so much of that is more about the audacity to have a song that feels that big on the album.
Have any boys ruined your life in the way you've said?
I think it's a bit hyperbolic, but like there's also a level of, there's moments where you just cringe, you know what I mean? Where you're just like sitting down one day and you just be reflecting on shit and you're just like, and you think about like this one boy that you had an encounter with and you're just like, it could be something you did, it could be something that he did. But
Don't want to think about her.
But you're cringing. And so I think that I was having a few of those moments.
Oh no, not the boys.
Not
the boys.
Oh no. I had to have a song about it.
Dean, can you name a few? Name a few boys.
Thank you. Because I was like, girl, not you about to listen. That shit's a mess. That shit has sailed for now.
So your album color is yellow, I'm getting, from the yellow hair, the bag. How is it to commit to the color yellow?
So my train of thought was, right?
Coldplay's neck, done. Right.
Yeah, right. Okay. On Coldplay's neck.
Yellow top, Iconopop, done.
Chris Martin, you're over.
Got it.
But yellow, hard hat.
This is your hard hat?
This is my hard hat.
Got it.
Construction site. Okay. So that's one angle. The other angle is it's really hard to ignore someone with yellow hair.
Yeah.
So I just feel like
you feel like the center of attention as you should be.
I'm saying. So like I think that's kind of also a layer to it as well. It's like I don't want to be ignored and I also am at work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I could see it. It's a metaphor for a construction hat.
It's a metaphor for constant construction.
So if I said go fix your construction hat, you would respond with
my hat looks great.
Great.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Ooh. That's me at work. I am tradesman.
Okay, trade.
Okay.
Not really. I'm just a pop star. I'm just a producer.
Just muscles.
I just make my music. Oh, am I getting you a shot again?
Oh, I love. Put a muscle in my face. Now, you may be asking yourself sometimes in this podcast, Andy, that's a really dumb question. Well, we have a whole segment for those called Really Dumb Questions.
Oh, okay, cool.
Get ready to hit that button, girl, because I feel like you might.
All right, let me go.
Check the bag.
Do I need to put on the shades in case of anything?
No.
Anything shady?
Shady.
No. How much money did you spend on the reverse music video?
Ciao.
Girl, you know he signed an NDA
exactly.
for that.
Already.
A cute amount. I only asked because it gave budget. You did good.
Thank you very much.
Oh. It was
chaos. Shout Universal. Shout out to you guys.
Like it did what it was supposed to do, and I don't think you made any missteps.
Thank
the edit,
you.
the dance, the fast forward, pause, reverse moment.
Yes.
With the dancing. I was only asking, it wasn't really even a dumb question. It was like you sought out the mission and you had fulfilled the assignment.
Thank you. I mean, to be honest, it's a tricky business we're in right now because I obviously love that video, and I think growing up a 90s kid, I still believe in the power of a great music video. But, you know, labels aren't investing in music videos like that no more. Like they're expecting the iPhone video that you've done in your back porch, you know what I mean, with mid-daylight to do the promotion for an entire campaign. That is how they're all doing this shit. So it's kind of like, you know, for the sake of like building the story of this album, I wanted to do music videos. And I think that's important.
Bring back music videos.
Bring them back.
With intention, not just because you have to.
And thoughtfulness of the budget.
Right.
Yeah.
Period.
How bad have people butchered your name?
They've gone to extreme lengths to remix it and make it something that it ain't.
Like?
MNEK, MNEK,
My back.
Mank, my back, Monk.
Monk? Monk fruit.
I think that there is a huge illiteracy issue.
With the people of
The
internet?
Globe.
Got it. The Globe. You went further.
I think bitches can't read.
Can't
what
write
I mean?
either.
It's really hard for
Who's
them.
writing these days?
Who's working?
Name it.
Right. And so, yeah, I feel like it's fine now because I'm thankful that my name is said by really fabulous people. And so it's like great, you know.
And people don't know that it's a play on of your last name.
It's my surname.
Yeah.
It's just MNEK. My surname is EMENIKE, but it just sounds like the 4 letters. So I figured do it, and it looks cool, when it's all in capitals and logo or whatever. So
I just have a white name like Andy, like Toy Story, so it's fine.
do you have an Indian name?
Rajan Lalwani, that's it. You hear the whitest thing first and you go, what? Like, those don't marry, but they work. I always can claim Andy Lalwani on a social because there's no other girl. I am that girl.
I never had that luxury. Truthfully, I feel like I don't know what my life would have been if I had an English name. I don't wish for it, but I feel like my real name is Uzo, you know what I mean? And that's short for Uzechi. And so it's Uzechi MNEK. I can't imagine myself with an English name. And it's always been a thing where wherever my name is, I'm always trying to correct someone or trying to be understood, which is an interesting experience. Truly. An experience of color, truly.
And then there's me and Dean over here.
I know. My mom picked a white name. Dean is a very white name.
Yeah, it's like you're the two ages, Andy and Dean.
Can you imagine 2 little white boys popping up to your yard sale, buying like, can we buy this table? Yes, you live on Wisteria Lane? Of course.
Yeah. And you show up.
Right. Last question for you.
Okay.
How many people should actually be writing the song? Should there be a list of more than 5 or 10? Or how many people should be writing the song?
Fabulous question.
Do we need more people in the room?
I think that a song knows no limits to how many people are on it. Because I think that music creation, especially nowadays, can be a composite of so many different things. And sometimes that involves sampling. And, a lot of people are involved in songs sometimes. So I think as many writers as it needs to be, as long as they did it, as long as they were part of it.
You're right.
I'd hate to see a name on any part of the label copy of a song.
It's like a group project. Like, you didn't do the work. Oh.
But there are some record executives who were claiming publishing and other royalties on some of our records in the UK. And it's corrupt.
It's
corrupt.
It's rigged.
But they're doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, as long as you did it, I'd love to see your name on there.
Work.
If you did it.
Someone wants to work.
Okay.
Well, our last 2 segments of this podcast are a doozy. Dean, it is your time to shine.
Oh.
Questions from the Peanut Gallery. You have 3 minutes of uninterrupted.
3 minutes, that's a long time.
You want less, we'll take you out.
I had something in mind, but then I was like, shit, I forgot, kind of. Because I was like, just staring.
At the muscles.
Yes, of course.
Too sweet.
How do you think, I feel like for this, like when you said artist development earlier, how do you think that shifted a lot? Like, because I feel like now there's like barely any investment into artist development. Now it's like, oh, like you have to go viral on like TikTok first before they can even like look at you or like have a viral whatever. And so like, where do you see that in the industry? Like while you're actively in it, like.
I think it's a lost art form, but I think some people end up doing it on the job. I think of someone like Pink Pantheress, who I met this year for the first time, and I've always been a massive fan of, and I've always saw her on TikTok. She started out on TikTok, and she was very much making her own fan base and putting her own music on there. And it's been within these past 6 years that you see her now. Bitch is a full pop star. Like Vicky's like,
not a diet pop star.
I've seen clips of her, and I'm like, oh, like she's. Me and my friend went to go see her in London one time, and she was literally like, she rocked in that shit with a DJ set and a handbag, and she was just traipsing around that stage. She was like, yeah, sing my song. 30 minutes the set was. Headline show. But now, she's killing it. And that is her developing in front of people. And the time that usually would take a couple years behind the scenes to do, there's a chance for it to happen if given label budget and whatnot, for it to happen in front of the people. So I think there's room for it if people give it a chance. I think people are quick to shoot something down when it's in the process.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything else, Dean?
Well, I feel like, do you see yourself kind of having like a Victoria Monet moment, because I feel like she was in the back of the industry for a while, like writing and doing all of like the things that you've done, and then she finally sprouted into the mainstream.
I feel like that mentality has held me back a long time.
Oh.
You know, that mentality of, okay, I'm going to write these songs and then I'm going to be a big superstar by myself. I think everything informs each other. I'm just a music dude. I think men have the luxury of just being able to be all types of things. I don't think I have to subscribe to any pressure that is not coming from anywhere. I don't need to be the biggest pop star in the world. I've worked with people who are the biggest pop stars in the world. That shit don't look fun. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I like having my autonomy. I like
my privacy.
You feel me? I like having a life. I like having like a fullness of life, all while having loads of people sing my shit. You know what I mean? And stream it and have it part of their lives and come up to me and be like, hey, I love your song.
Sing my shit.
You know what I mean? Sing my shit. Like, I love that. I think that's the best way to be. I see Pharrell, I see Timbaland, I see all these people I grew up loving, and they're just music people. Right.
Yeah.
That is your time. Our last segment is a doozy. Now, sometimes you got to get something off your chest.
Yeah.
Is there anything you have to get off your chest? Clear his throat.
Clear his throat. I have a thought, and it may be a little bit hairy, but...
Love Harry.
Okay. I think that it is okay for people to have only friends of their own race.
Keep going.
Okay, so check it. I have the luxury of growing up in London where, you know, you could be in predominantly black spaces, you could be in mixed spaces. It's very hard to not have a mix of friends, you know what I mean? But there's some people that don't have that luxury. You know what I mean? I have a white partner. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut. I have a white partner. But he threw a party at our place the other day, and he had all these people, and he was like, I feel bad there's all these white people. And I was just like, I think it would be strange if you had just all black people up in this piece. You know what I mean? I'd be like, where'd you find all these black people? Like, so, and also on the other side, it's like this. We're in a time where, you know, there's a lot of pressure for people to feel like they have mixed friend groups when that should just come from within. I can always tell when...
Don't force it.
Don't force it. I do not want to be a DEI hire for your friend group because you feel like everyone is just too pale and you need some type of tan up in there.
I'm not going to be your Vacanza queen who's like ready and available.
I don't think so. I don't think it's about being a token. I think it's about being where you feel like you can be yourself. And, you know, there was a time where I probably would judge those white people that had only white friends. But on the same tip, I'm like, if that's your reality, like, you can't force it. If I came up in the spot with, you know, all my black friends or all my friends of color, like, that's my experience. That's how I view the world. Like, you're not gonna judge me about it, are you? So
from the jump.
Okay, so that is my hot take.
It was Harry.
It was Harry.
Dean, is there anything you got to get off your chest?
If we're talking about, I have so many hot takes though. We could be here for like 30 minutes. But if we're talking about like, you know, people, and you said your partner?
Yes.
Your partner. So I was like, maybe I'll say a hot take on love. I need to get off my chest. I feel like not all, before y'all come for me, not all, but I think some or a majority, either one, pick one, who want open relationships actually want a divorce or a breakup.
My goodness. My God.
No, I really do feel that way sometimes because I see it happen. Like people will be together, they're in an open relationship, they want to open it up, and then one partner always gets with someone younger or another person.
He said always younger.
Or I mean older or whatever. But then they break up with the initial partner they opened the relationship with.
You think it's rooted in a flimsiness of a relationship? Like if someone says, "Oh, I would like to open this relationship up," it's like the beginning of the end.
No. I think people I think open relationships are great, even because I think both can exist at the same time, and you don't have to attack. I'm like, girl, let people live, right?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times people don't realize you can't just open it in like the first 5 years. Like, there's no trust, or like depending on your relationship, right? But I also feel like a lot of people are afraid of being alone or like having that conversation, and so they will be like, oh, we can open this up, and they'll end up like falling for someone else.
Comments? Concerns?
The heart wants what it wants. Selena Gomez.
Period.
Period.
You know what
I mean, heartbreak makes everyone hotter, so it's fine, I guess, at the end of the day.
I fear.
The only thing I have to get off my chest is
Please.
movie theaters need an intermission.
Do you think?
We go to the theater and they have an intermission. They go, okay, cool.
I feel like that just overlongs everything.
Oh my God, girl, at least give me a 5. A potty break, a snack break. My legs get numb. My brain gets overstimulated sometimes. I'm like, I need a minute after watching that scene. We go to the theater and you get an intermission. Why can't I get that after my Christopher Nolan Odyssey movie? When they introduced King Kong being 3 hours long plus, I remember being like a teen, just like you, being confused.
Right.
Like, why?
That you were upset.
I was upset being like, I have to give this attention span my full for 3+ hours. And like, at home, I can take a little snack break. I can take a little potty break.
Press the pause button.
Right. I can talk.
Yobby.
And be like, I didn't understand it.
They need to make movies shorter.
Not that.
I agree.
Oh.
Because you know what I love as well? I love a nasty theater nap.
Me, that's why I can't go, because I fall asleep.
Ooh, when the cinema gets dark.
The shoes come off and the nap happens.
And then you got the reclined chair and those movies. Please, like I slept through a lot of movies. A lot of movies that everyone would be mad at me if I slept through, but I have had a nasty nap during like big movies, unfortunately, because they just weren't my jam. And I just knew that sleep was gonna hit. Like
The best nap is the movie theater.
baby, like the best.
And that is MNEK, everybody.
Is that the note we end on?
That is the note we end on. They're
Damn
gonna enjoy so much, including the new album, girl. Sell it to them.
Yes, Bulldozer. Where's my camera? Hey folks, MNEK here. My album Bulldozer is out September 18th. Stream and download it and purchase it if you like bops of a dancey, black, queer nature with big vocals and big bodiness. Yeah. So yeah.
And we'll see you real soon.